1425 de zile, 44 de luni sau 3 ani jumătate de asediu. 11.541 de victime mortale, din care 9.000 civili și alți 1.000 copii. Am contactat diferite agenții locale pentru a găsi pe cineva care să ne spună povestea celui mai asediat oraș, Sarajevo, dar voiam pe cineva care chiar a trăit acele momente. Și așa am ajuns la Enes, un ghid local care și în ziua de azi își caută bunicul dispărut în vremea asediului. Astăzi, protagoniștii nu mai suntem noi. Ascultăm povestea celor mai dure momente prin el. V-am subtitrat tot vlogul și sper să vă puteți simți la fel ca și noi, ca și cum ați fi parte din tur. Abonează-te dacă nu ai făcut-o până acum, nu uita cu o abonare și un like ne ajută să continuăm acest proiect și noi vă dorim un tur plăcut.
Right now, starting from this moment, the street is called the Sniper Alley. This is the Sniper Alley street. Why? Because that hill there was controlled by the Serbian forces and part of the city called Grbavica. So from the rooftops of the buildings they were killing people in this street. That boy was killed on the left side of this next to the National Museum. On the right side we can see one yellow hotel, Holiday Inn. Now it's called Hotel Holiday. The press all around the world was sleeping in this hotel. It was protected by United Nations, the famous organization. In March, referendum happened in my country. 64% of the people came out to vote, and mostly they said yes. It was Croats, Muslims, Bosniaks, Jews, and some small number of the Serbs. But the problem with the rest of the Serbs, they didn't accept referendum. They didn't want to go on that referendum. Their leader called Radovan Karadzic. It's the same person with the beer hiding from The Hague 15 years until he was captured and given away to The Hague in Holland, where he received life. But Bosnia became an independent country, recognized by European Union, United Nations. It will be nice, we will call them United Nations, states and other countries, except the Bosnian Serbs and the Serbia, of course. So there was a Yugoslavian army. Main Yugoslavian army was in Serbia because Tito was living there back in the days. So Yugoslavian army was giving support in that kind of the way to the Bosnian Serbs, and together Serbian forces as an army was created. They surrounded the city of Sarajevo all around, telling to the people of Sarajevo it's only training military work. So no one believed that the war will start here. My parents were my age, almost younger a little bit. They didn't believe what will happen. But it was too late. Sarajevo was surrounded with 120 tanks, 1,425 days, 44 months, 3.5 years. During that time, 11,541 persons died in Sarajevo. From 11,000, 9,000 were civilians, 1,601 child was killed, 67 kids with a sniper shot. That's why when I go out to play as a kid, I was 7 years old when the war started. I was a cute kid back then, but not anymore. People usually ask me what happened. Mother Nature happened, Jack Daniels happened, and the marriage happened. Yeah, be careful. It's a joke a little bit. So usually when I go out to play as a kid, it was not allowed to wear red because it's really difficult. It's easy for the person, for the sniper, he can see you. It's too visible. He will kill you. Doesn't matter if you are 6 years old or 76. He tried to kill me once, really. Half a meter from me, the bullet shot in the wall. Because I was too far away, I'm still alive. He tried to kill my grandfather. Actually, war started 2nd of May 1992, but when Sarajevo was under the siege, people of the city on 5th of April came out to the streets to do protests. We don't want war, we want to live in peace. And 2 young girls were killed on the bridge. This is the first victim of the siege, together with the man who was working on the cable car. She was killed on 5th of April. Her name was Suada Dilberovic. She was 5th year of the medicine. The bridge is still there. We will mention the bridge because of the story of the Romeo and Juliet of Sarajevo.
Deci ghidul promite că nu e cu drogurile, dar pare. Am ajuns acum la tunelul din Sarajevo, care era singura. E lângă aeroport și practic era singurul contact cu exteriorul. Pe aici intra mâncarea, pe aici intra totul în oraș. Și acum o să-l vizităm puțin și să îi auzim povestea. Deci practic ăsta e un tur despre asediul orașului Sarajevo, care a durat peste 1400 de zile, după cum v-am mai povestit. Și o să lăsăm pe el să fie protagonistul, nu noi, pentru că el poate să ne povestească într-o perspectivă și personală, pentru că a trăit aici, a crescut aici și a făcut turul ăsta de 1.000.000 de ori. așa că mai bine îl ascultăm pe el cu subtitrări decât pe mine. Nu?
Da? Și mai ales are și un...
Are energie aia.
Da, și cum povestește și e așa, e cu sarcasm.
A zis că turul ăsta e un tur foarte trist în care mai degrabă ar trebui să plângi, dar el a făcut de atâtea ori încât nu ar mai vrea. Interesant ce facem azi. Turul l-am luat cu compania Spirit Tours. O să vă las link în descriere.
So when we became independent country, we were using this as a flag of the Bosnia, which I like, to tell you the truth. In the middle is the flag that we are using today. 3 different colors, yellow, blue and white, represent peace. Yellow triangle is the shape of the Bosnia on the map. Each angle represents nations of the people, Serbs, majorities, Croats and the Bosniaks. And the stars represents the Europe, like one day we will become part of the European Union, maybe in 10-20 years. And the last flag is the flag of the Bosnian army. Because the first flag looks almost exactly like the last flag, Serb government in this country were pushing us to change the flag. We could not make a deal, so Europe decided for us. So one guy was sitting in the Brussels making the flag of my country, doesn't know nothing the history of this place, and he created the flag that we have today in the middle. They say he was drunk when he was creating the flag, yeah. Well, to tell you the truth, I don't need Europe to tell me what to do in my life, if you know what I mean. I miss the old flag. It has nothing to do with my religions. It has to do with my heritage as a South Slavic guy from Balkan area who likes good Jack Daniels. Yeah. You don't have to put that.
Yeah, definitely I will put it. Am spus într-un vlog trecut că ăștia sunt trandafirii din Sarajevo și sunt locurile unde au fost victime din cauza proiectilelor aruncate de mortar și avem unul chiar în fața tunelului și aici practic au omorât oameni care stăteau la coadă pentru mâncare. Hai să vedem tunelul ăsta.
Go inside. Airport runway was controlled by UN, and we are standing right here. We are in the Free Bosnian Territory area. So what happened? Beginning of the March 1993, Bosnian army came to the idea to build a tunnel. 128 people were working on the tunnel from this side and 132 persons from this side. So they were digging the tunnel 24 hours non-stop, changing every 2 days in different ships. They were using shovels and a wheelbarrow, no machines, no satellite images, and they managed to meet under the airport in one spot. Incredible, isn't it? After 4 months and 4 days of digging. When it was finished, it went under the airport deep 5 meters, long 800 meters, wide 1 meter, and high 1 meter and 60 centimeters. Because people in Bosnia average are tall, not me, but some of them are, they had to do this. So they would go through the tunnel to this city, Hrasnica, to bring the food inside the city. Maximum of the food that you can carry through the tunnel as a person was 54 kilograms that the army allowed it. Through the tunnel went food, electricity, water, weapons, injured people, politicians, presidents, civilians, soldiers, kids, totally 3 million times. Which means one person went through the tunnel 1 time, while another person 1,000 times. My aunt, my uncle were going a couple of times through the tunnel. Can you see this truck? This truck belonged to my friend. He was driving the truck through these mountains 1,000 times during the night without lights on, transporting people, material, everything, food. He said, Enes, if you smoke 1 cigarette, small light will give you away to the Serbian forces that will shoot directly on the truck. He died 4 years ago because of the cancer, unfortunately, and his wife gave this truck as a gift to this exhibition.
Ziceam că are 800 de metri și intră de aici până aici, dar totuși e departe de oraș.
The tunnel went like this. Sometimes people think, no, not this. This is the airport runway, like this. Don't be confused.
And from here to the city center, how much you have? Like
12 kilometers.
12 kilometers?
Yes, sir.
And there are some people walking that?
Of course.
Oh my god.
Well,
with the snipers here?
Unfortunately, yeah. That's why many innocent people died because of the snipers. That's why we move during the night, but sometimes during the day. You are getting used to that kind of things. You will go out to the city. If you die, you die. When you hear the siren, you will hear it in the movie soon, which goes like this. Run. It means attack is happening on the city.
Bă, deci toate poveștile omului ăsta sună, zici că, adică sunt chestii care nu-ți vine să crezi, s-au întâmplat acum 20 ceva de ani, frate, e incredibil.
Welcome.
tare e chestia asta, generatorul ăsta, cum orașul, scrie acolo că cum orașul a fost tot timpul fără electricitate în timpul asediului. Au făcut generatorul ăsta dintr-un Fiat 126, frate. Ești nebun la cap. Uitați cum erau așezate tancurile și mortare și toate nebuniile în jurul orașului. Aici e tunelul, aici e și aeroportul. Tot spațiul aerian din Sarajevo a fost din ăla blocat, nu s-a putut zbura, doar Națiunile Unite puteau să zboare pe deasupra, să arunce mâncare și provizii. Și aici toată ziua mortare, în medie sunt cam 300 de proiectile de mortar pe zi lansate către oraș.
I have one doubt. So they were attacking the city from the mountains with the mortar, with the tanks and everything. But they ever got inside the city, like in the city center?
2nd of May 1992, when the president was captured, they came near the building of the presidency behind, shooting on the building of the presidency with the 2 tanks.
Yes.
There is a video clip on YouTube, you can find it live. Everything was made, but they didn't expect resistance of people of Sarajevo. We didn't have the army. One of the first people who were defending the city was police, local people, and even some criminal groups. This is really, really interesting. This is really true because they had a little bit weapons on the side back in the days. Problem is for the Serbian forces, Sarajevo is in a valley. It was better to stay on the higher altitude and shoot on the city, but the thing is they had so much weapons they could destroy the city easily that kind of way. But the press was sleeping in the Yellow Hotel Holiday Inn, reporting. So I always say they were trying a nice, easy going way to take over the city like nothing happened. Because Slobodan Milosevic was always saying, why do they blame us? It's not our fault. We didn't do nothing bad. He was always trying to stay away from that, like he was never involved in that kind of way. We didn't have so much Coca-Cola in the city, guys. So when the war finished, I was drinking Coca-Cola like crazy. Now I don't drink Coca-Cola anymore, only with Jack Daniels on the side. Yeah, the best combination in the world. Yeah, that's for sure. Morgan Freeman was something special when he came to open the film festival. He's there outside.
Can you tell us one more time, because I don't remember the exact numbers. You say
Okay.
that you have right now like 3 presidents.
We have actually 3 presidents, 14 governments, 183 ministries, and 192 different political parties in a country which has less than 3.2 million people. Yeah.
So most of the money of the country goes.
Yeah, 62% they say of the budget money is going to the politicians. The taxes on the salaries are quite huge, about 68%. Yeah. But still, yeah, it's huge. It's enormous.
You know, and it's so many politicians for such a small population.
That's a problem. Yeah, 3.2 million. We are a small country with a big heart, but the most complicated political system is here.
Definitely. Definitely. I tried to read about this before.
Yeah.
And I couldn't understand it. So because I was reading, it's such a mess.
Yeah, 2 presidents are being elected in federation, which is 51% of the area. 1 president from the Republic of Srpska, which is 49%. Yeah. Dayton Agreement. We need to change the Dayton, otherwise people, I believe, will leave more. Except me. I love Cevapi too much.
It will happen. You know that Romania has the biggest diaspora in the world right now after Syria. Syria is for war, because of the corruption.
I didn't know it's like that, but I know it's big.
The problem with these things is that at the end the people leave, and you get a country of old people.
Brain drain is happening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Acum intrăm și noi în tunel un pic.
Încet, ai grijă la cap și la picioare.
Trebuie să avem foarte mare grijă. Deci are 800 de metri lungime, 1 metru înălțime și...
Nu, are 1,65.
Nu, 1,65 înălțime și 1 metru, așa.
Deci
și gândiți-vă...
dacă ești mai înalt de 1,65, trebuie să mergi...
Gândiți-vă că pe aici au trecut oameni, răniți, mâncare.
Șinele de la tren.
Și ne-a povestit că o femeie...
Am văzut și o capră în video.
Nu, și ne-a povestit el că a reușit să treacă cu vaca.
Da, cu vaca.
Hai să vedem.
Ai grijă la cap, da?
Pe lângă bucata asta care poate fi vizitată în scop turistic, restul cred că a fost îngropat tot pentru că trecea pe la aeroport și când au refăcut aeroportul, mamă ce-mi doare spatele, ce bătrânesc, l-au îngropat, ăsta e cuvântul. Mamă, dar cu câte chestii intrau oamenii ăștia pe aici, frate, și eu am... Ia uitați-vă.
Stai seama, să transporti atâtea chestii într-un loc atât de mic, aproape 1 kilometru, și după aia când ieși, și după aia când reușești să ieși cu provizii, să risci să fii împușcat în cap. Pentru că mai ai 12 km până în oraș.
Romeo and Juliet of Sarajevo. He was a Serb boy, she was a Muslim girl. Finally, in 1992, they decided to get married, but the siege happened. He never wanted to join the Serbian forces to shoot on his own city, so they made a plan to escape from Sarajevo, to go to Belgrade, to get married there, and to leave to the West Europe. Serbian forces and the Bosnian army gave them the promise they will let them go. On 18 of May 1993 at 5 o'clock p.m., trying to cross the bridge where 2 young girls were killed, they were killed on the bridge with a sniper shot. He died on the spot. She came to his body injured and died on his arms. The bodies were lying more than 7 days on this bridge because the bridge was no man's land. After 7 days out of the city, after the war, mother of the girl was asking the government to give them the bodies so she can bury them properly. If you ever go to the multicultural cemetery called Lion, you will find their grave in the shape of the heart with their last profile pictures on the heart. Yeah. And I managed to find the boy, the family, 25 years after, to tell him thank you for the food. It's never too late. Yeah, because my mom was keeping the letter in her wallet from the family, and there is a picture of the kid. And my mom 3 years ago, she said, can we find this boy on Facebook to tell him thank you for the food? And there are many signs here with the mines. I will jump and fly.
My God!
Hoćemo stat?
Oh, I hope you have good breaks. Mamă, unde ne-au adus ăștia, cum e drumul, frate? Ia uitați ce priveliște avem de aici, frate. Mama mea! Pe ei se urca către unde se țineau jocurile olimpice, sus pe munte, dar ei urcau cu telecabioane, au urcat cu mașina pe un drum de ăsta. Mamă!
The castle. It's called the aici, actually, castle. Yes.
Că cineva a avut ideea să urcăm la boburi acolo, pe jos, și chiar e o idee bună. Mai
Tu
nimic.
crezi că acolo nu avem bicicletă și din astea, dar putem să ne băgăm să fugim prin ea? Oare?
Luca vrea să-și dea drumul pe... Cum se numește, mă, la bobslide? Cum se numește? Topogan? Cum o să coborâm pe pista asta de bob până jos.
Practic aici se puneai pe o din asta cu rodile, așa cu cască în cap și te lăsai în jos. Ca un fel de skate.
A zis că a costat atunci 8 miliarde să construiască chestia asta pentru a le folosi o singură dată, dar 8 miliarde pe atunci când au fost jocuri, înainte de Jocurile Olimpice, ar fi echivalentul la vreo 40 acum. Și acum e una din atracțiile turistice la orașului, vine foarte multă lume pe aici, mulți merg cu bicicleta pe chestiile astea și pline de graffiti, ca orice loc abandonat care se respectă, s-a umplut de graffiti. Și sunt oameni care urcă aici, se plimbe, deși ei spun că au curățat cam toate minele de prin pădure, așa, dar asta spun. Acum nu știu dacă chiar e un loc ideal să te plimbi prin câmp pe aici. Nouă ne-a zis clar să stăm pe drumul ăsta. Vai, ce fain se vede aici! Este loc de poze de alea, Țipleanu. Și fac poze pe acolo, că aud. Le ghid, ia uite.
That one. Sure, such a good camera. Okay, ready?
Yes!
Let's do it, my style. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just second.
Ui?
Normal. With the
It's
angles.
nice like this.
Yeah, it's good.
That's nice.
Oh yeah. And this one?
Yeah, they look
Normal
very
as
nice.
well. and too close this
Whoa.
one. Yeah.
Nice.
Too many options. iPhone is not Apple. Send me the phone for free. I'm making commercial. Come on, it's the best phone.
They
in the
should.
world. They should. Trust me. Yeah.
And for me also. Thank you. Și uite, cu ocazia acestui tur am ajuns și într-un loc în care voiam să vă aduc de vreo 3 video și iată n-am ajuns bacă ploua, bacă era pe departe, bacă e sus pe deal, dar am ajuns acum la cimitirul evreilor. Uite-l aici. Hai să vedem.
This is the second largest Jewish cemetery in Europe, after one in Prague. From 1630, Sarajevo gave them this part of the land to use in the purpose of the cemetery till 1955. 1955, it was closed, which means it's not allowed to bury Jews or anyone else anymore in this cemetery.
Here.
It's a memorial monument to all victims and fighters of the Second World War. From 14,000 Jews living in this country, 12,000 Jews were killed. More than 6 million Jews were killed in Europe during the Second World War. From 12 million in the world, 6 million died in Europe. One of the reasons why we came here, this cemetery was a line of defense between the Bosnian army and the Serbian forces. Many battles happened here. So when the war started, the Bosnian army was asking Jewish permission, humanity, to say yes, so they can shoot the Serbian forces with the knowledge they will damage the tombs. Jewish community said yes, save the city. That's why you can see
yeah,
so
you
many
can see
bullet
it.
holes, markings, breaking
uitați,
half tombstones.
Pline de gloanțe, frate.
The oldest part of the cemetery
Dărâmate.
is right above the stone.
Adică marea majoritate sunt șuruite, dărâmate, rupte. Ia uite. Oh, dacă cât e de mare, eu n-am văzut niciodată. Uitați-vă pe acolo.
Bye.
Say bye to Romania.
Bye.
All the best, guys. Take care. See you in the future.
If somebody,
Romania, come please.
if somebody from Romania wants to come, they can find him in the
We
description.
will have some fun.
Yeah, definitely. And he doesn't do drugs.
Only sometimes Jack Daniels. Yeah. Jack, Jim and Johnny, three wise men. They never disappoint. Jim Beam and Johnny Walker. Good luck.
Okay, bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Bye.
Maybe a love like ours can leave out its core.